Oh. Okay. We live now? Alright, I think we're live now. Phone's on properly. Alright, well, you know the deal. What these? 12:30. Okay. Alright. There we go. What the hell? Yeah, they really like this skin. I don't get it. Why did this skin take so long to come out? That's my question. Actually, this is the fucking Halloween skin. And then she's okay. You know what? No. And then she comes back, and they don't even put the good one. Okay, nah. This game stinks. Honestly, it's really, really bad. I don't even look at the item shop anymore. I mean, if this one can be in, one can't Sky. Like, does she get the short end of the... Oh, right, they always give her the short end of the stick every single time. Look, Vader's good, but like, look. It's the guys from Fortnite. No, it's... Like, yeah, this guy could have been New Year's, because, I don't know, something they did Dawn that one year. Should have been a New Year's skin. And the other ones, like, come on, Epic. And then, like, oh, and then this is just a normal item strip skin, not just a Halloween skin now. Oh, she's cool, but, like, come on. They really have to do her dirty. What, is, like, Winter Sky gonna come out in, like, summer? That's not what this shit is about. This is about creative maps. That aren't mine. So that would be too easy. Did I ever play this one? Yeah, this could make a whole ass stream out of this. Because I like these. Damn, it seems like there's some person on Threads that just constantly... Or there's some Polish person in my Threads account that's constantly... Seems like they have my notice because every time I'll post something it'll be like... Lol. Right, get gold by completing levels and buying items in your shop device. Got it. I don't actually care. I really hope this music doesn't get my shit taken down. Oh geez, an hour? Oh. Okay. That other map, remember the other map I did? Oh my fucking god, they picked the Minecraft old hurt sound. Dear, nah. Hell nah. I appreciate the map, but damn it. I just play these. They're kind of fun to just sit down and play. No, I am not. Oh, damn it, I thought I could cheat the system. I might not even finish this map because... -1. Okay, 1. Okay, no. Play smarter, not harder. Or both. How come they updated this animation for this, the creative device, or the creative hand, or the thing, but not the stressful stage? That all like the most shitty ass hitbox of all time. I commentate creative maps because I like playing them more than VR, because if this is what people choose to make with their life, sure. I mean, I could have just... Oh. I was gonna say I could have went over the top, but... They actually thought about that one. Well, I mean, I tried. I might not actually finish this map. Because that'll be a whole ass hour, then like... Not that I can't play for that long. I can. I just... Oh no. Oh dear. Was that upcoming in the map? It is. I picked like the most weird ass music to play in there. I get there's only so many royalty free musics out there, but damn it. No, I do not have AI generator. That sucked. Wait, is that an alternate path? No, that's from all the way up there. I don't get it. Oh. I know, I normally have like 800 IQ. Except sometimes I don't. I love chapter 5 hill terrain. It's so easy to climb up the fucking walls in this chapter. I don't even know what to say. I honestly don't. Remember when death runs were actually hard? Yeah, that was chapter 1. I miss it when maps were actually difficult. But then I could have never beat them. Now they're just easy as hell. Or that wood map I cheesed. I have 500 levels at... And the creative map that I tried to beat before the event started. Now, that was the best moment of my life, was playing a creative map for the event, and I'm like, gotta beat it before the event. And then I barely managed to with like 15-ish minutes before the playlist opened up. That was like this event that just happened. I'm not a person who likes to follow trends, and then okay, I like for content creation. I like to do my own shit my own way. So like, I don't really like to follow those like, oh look, if you do this thing, then like you'll become more trendy. Like I don't do shorts because I could do them, but like I don't even know what I would do with them, man. Even if I did, no. If I did know what I would do with them, it's just that, you know, like it's too, I get like why, because people have short attention spans, myself included to an extent, but like, you know, and like, then the whole AI thing, like, you know, I generally don't, I've used AI a few times, but never to replace art. It was mostly just for like, never to like replace any serious art. It's mostly just for like, anytime I did, it was mostly just dumb memes that I posted. Like, oh, look at this cool image. And even then, I never said that I made it, I just said it's what I generated. So like, I never claim that I'm the artist. And yeah, I know some people disagree, and maybe that wasn't the most ethical use, but some of it was the illusion art, and those are pretty funny. But you know, I just did it because illusion is something you can't really do on your... Oh, it's 2017, I swear if I get it wrong. First live event was Rocket. Oh, it wasn't... Oh, are they talking about the mini... Oh, it's the meteor, the mini meteors. Does this look like a spinal cord? No, seriously, it does. But yeah, it's just... You know, I call myself an OG, it's just that, you know, AI is, in my opinion, is an AI, or not as an AI. No, I just hate okay, like, here's my opinion on the AI thing, is like, it's like this. People say it, that they do it because they're too lazy to make art. Or no, they say it because, oh, it's too hard to make art. It really isn't, actually. Trust me, it actually is not as hard as you think. It's pretty low barrier to entry. Honestly, you could just, like, get, like, a stylus for your phone, or, like, just use your finger if you really want to, but if you want, styluses run for relatively cheap for, like, phones and stuff. You just get a decent one. Then you can just like use that as like your, as long as it's like pressure sensitive, which a lot of them are. You know, you don't need a drawing tablet. You could just use like what I like, phone screen. That's what I do. It's like free software, like Ibis Paint. Or some not so free, but also, or like other maybe cheaper art software. Or hell, if you even want to do it on like PC with like a mouse or something, I've actually done digital art on a mouse on PC before. So, I legit, it's like, but those AI artists that say, oh, like, let's do an analogy for a minute, right? Like, I love doing analogies. They're one of my favorite things to do of all time. So, like, when it comes to the analogies, right? So, like, take the AI art, right? So it's like the AI art, right? Like, you know, it's just things you type into it, you know? And it takes already existing art and it just, like, remixes it. So, like, you know, it doesn't actually add... Because the AI doesn't know how to add its own flair to it. And even then, like, it's not your flair to the art. You could type in the most complex prompt possible and it's still not your art. Maybe I could just make a streaming series based on me just playing the parkour maps and then... Or just talk about random shit over it. That would actually be pretty fun to do. I mean, it's what I already do, but like... Yes, I enjoy this shit more than actual VR, but like... The point is not to dunk on anything. The point isn't to be like... Like, I don't like to, like, you know... Like, people always say, oh, like... And here's the thing with AI, right? So, like... Let's do the analogy. It's like the whole, like... It's not... It can sometimes be okay, but I can explain that part of it. But, like... For those who just take an image and claim that they made it, that's like... As if, like, someone took my art... like, they're like... That's like if someone, like, commissioned me and they're like, holy shit, I made this art. Not that I have them open or have even that set up, but I'm just saying, or if, you know, if I made an art and someone was like, asked for it, I'm like, oh look, they made this. But then, you know, some may argue that's a faulty analogy because, well, it takes real time and effort for those artists to make art while AI just spews it out in like 5 seconds. Exactly is my point. And, you know, the AI didn't make the art. The AI didn't even make the art itself. Kind of. Like, the human didn't make the art. Like, yeah, you could commission just about... You could just, if you find the right person, you could commission them just about damn near anything other than, like, you know, obviously illegal stuff, but there's plenty of artists who... And if one artist doesn't do it, there's probably another one who will take your oddly specific request. You know, if you have the money for it. And yeah, not everyone can afford artists. And I think the problem with AI is that sometimes for independent creators who do it in certain ways, it's fine. Like, if you're like a video, like that Austin McConnell video where he used it for like, you know, he used it, but he didn't like, you know, it was like Adobe Firefly or something. Where like, you know, it was like tools that AI generated. You know, but... You know, but it's like, they were also made from licensed images, because, you know, the Adobe stuff is actually, they make sure that it is from licensed, so, like, it's legal, meaning they're not stealing from artists. Like, I didn't steal the Rainbow Island music, it's just music that was licensed, like, copyright 0, meaning that I could use it for whatever the hell I want without having to pay a cent or even attributing the creator for it. But I don't say I made Rainbow Island music, no, I don't. But, like, you know, it's like the same thing. It's like, oh, look, I found good music that's relaxing for my map. Yeah, and it's like, OMG, I made this. And then you might question that, oh, it's because it's something I found. But, like, is it really that different from, like, stock photos in a way where, like, you can't just claim stock photos as your own? No, but if you use them in a way, then, yeah, you can claim, like, oh, it's like a video animation of, like, this story that I made, but, or not that I made, but, like, if someone made it, like, oh, if, like, some of the characters' drawings are AI, you know? But then, like, the video will still take months of work, even if some of the stuff is handmade, you know? Because the Austin McConnell said, you know, he wanted to actually reach out to real artists, but he just, you know, independent creator just couldn't afford something that much money, like thousands of dollars for something that he wouldn't get that much back for. So, you know, like, it's... I could have, like, skipped the map, but I don't feel like doing it. Kind of defeat. I would do it just to see and then try to, like, cheat the time. But I don't even, like, use X, so I wouldn't even post it. But yeah, I could theoretically get first place. But yeah, like, and actually, if you want to think about more AI art, right? Like, you know, yeah, sure, it's just typing words into it. But, like, it's not necessarily... It's sometimes what you create using it. Like, use it as assets, and then you make it... Then you shape it in a way that, you know, still tells your story. If it's based on, like, you know, stuff that you've... You know, if it's, like, licensed and free to use. You could do just about anything you want, you know? Like, that's legal. Because you're not stealing from artists without permission. Sometimes they literally are specifically licensed to do with a thing. Yeah, sure, maybe in major studio films it's a wrong thing to do, because they're basically replacing, especially if they use some of the models that aren't like, you know, like Meta's AI, because literally posting on Meta just basically gives them permission, which, you know, is a shitty policy anyways, because it's like, oh yeah, post your art, we get full permission. Like, no, that's not how it should work on social media. I believe that should never be the case, and not even an opt-out. Like, anything where privacy should always be an opt-in thing. Or, no, the other way around. You should always, like, things like that steal your privacy should be opt-in. Not opt-out. The European Union needs to take notes. But the AI, like, you know, like, AI is amazing. Like, you know, it's a cool feature. Like, but, like, look at it this way. Not all aspects of AI are just plain bad. There are some good things to come out of AI. Like, you know, like, things that, like, you know, like AI voices. Like, people use those all the time. Yeah, maybe if you use them to replace a voice actor, just so you don't have to pay them, then yeah, that could be scummy, but like, you're just using it for, like, you know, a non-commercial silly meme video, or, you know, although, I guess I can always, like, yeah, there's always more respect to, like, that Peter Griffin guy, that, like, you know, that does like, the IRL Peter Griffin, that's not the voice actor, but, you know, just someone who has a very similar sound-alike voice that, you know, if those are the things I respect, you know? Yeah, of course they're more respectable, but the AI is still fine. It's just the oppression artists that do stuff like that are always better, in my opinion. So it's human art. But creativity, you know? Then, you know? It's like, and actually, on the topic of AI, right? Like, it's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it. Yeah, right? Doesn't matter if you chisel. But, like, it's not like if you just take the stone and say that you made it. No, obviously not. But, like, if you chisel it, like, you know, if you chisel it in the football, like what he did in the one thing, then yeah, it's transformative. Like, if you take the AI art and throw it in a way that, or, like, if you're using it to specifically make a criticism video, then that's fine, because you're making a criticism on it. It's like AI art should be stopped because, or it's like, not that I'm saying that this is my opinion, but if someone says AI art needs to be more, like, regulated because people are using it to defame, and then if it gets too good, then yeah, people could literally make it, like, seriously, because people say, oh, you could jailbreak these things and make it look like someone could, like, I don't know, generate horrible, like, images. And then actually, now that I think about it, what if the training data is partially trained on illicit images? Like, you know, like, now that you think about it, because, like, what if some training data for an AI is that? Then what happens? Like, you know, is, like, Meta at fault? is like the person who generates the image at fault? Even if it's something like a completely innocent picture, but if it just so happens that, oh, well, it accidentally takes a picture of, oh, look, it's like a legal image, like, you know, not a picture of something illegal, those are fine, but no, like, you know, like a guy robbing a bank, that's like legal, but like, you know, like child sexual exploitation images are illegal, and if those, like, you know, what if those sneak into the AI, right? Like, what if, like, that sneaks into a database because someone, like, labels it and they don't scrub the information properly, so a few, like, of those nasty images sneak in, and then it later gets discovered that part of the trading data has these illicit images in it. Then what happens? Like the illicit images. I mean, yeah, those are legal, but like, you know, like, then like, who comes at fault? Like, that's the question, right? Because like, you know, if some person made a, honestly, like, not, like, didn't try to use it, but oh, like, I don't know, like, a child licking a lollipop or something random, and then, I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. Like, if it's something like as innocent like that, and then like it just so happens that, oh, it might pull accidentally from like an image that's illicit and use some of that to generate an image that does have nothing to do with that. Or if someone, even worse, uses that exact prompt in a way that describes an image that is illicit, like, or is like a euphemism for it, but then someone legitimately just wants the AI to generate the actual thing, then what happens? Like, you know, maybe the image will come out literally innocent, but maybe, like, you know, it's a whole problem. Like, who's at fault? And then, like, you know, and what if it's like a famous person depict, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, Jalen Hurts or something, football or something, depicted doing, I don't know, not that he is a bad person, not trying to defame anyone, just trying to give examples, you know, it's just a thing you just gotta think about, because, like, AI is a scary tool. AI can be great, it's great for inspiration, it's how I came up with that colorful cosmic creativity tagline that I rarely use, but like, I needed an idea for it, because I had a friend that had, you know, it also has something like that, has something similar to that, so I needed my own inspiration for something, and I just asked the Google Bard AI to come up with, like, things that fit me, and then they did. I was like, hey, the artist, you know, they're like, you know, it was like the Rainbow Galaxy, and then they, like, came up, and then the AI just came up. Yeah, maybe I should have this, but, like, you know, and then maybe, you know, and then I edited it, modified a bit, but, you know, and that's, like, you know, like, that's, like, the idea. It's like, I didn't steal, okay, maybe a bit, but, like, you know, it's like, it, like, helps me, because I couldn't think of anything that would work, and, you know, or, like, you know, if I'm, like, need ideas for, like, a story or something, you know, like, what if, like, you know, AI is okay, or what if you want to, like, generate more efficient code, you know, like, a lot of coders steal from other coders. It's literally what happens all the time, especially independent ones. Especially, like, those small creators that just do, like, things for game jams. Quite a few of them will just look up stuff and then use the code. You'll see that a lot in those videos if you look them up. But, like, you know, yeah, maybe it would be, you know, like, it's not asset flipping, kind of, because then but, like, you know, well, asset flipping's, like, mostly with a bigger problem with bigger developers, like the whole, like, day before thing, but that's beside the point. The point is that, you know, they're tools. Like, AI is a tool. It's not just a magic button that's like, oh, what is a magic button? You know, AI is a scary tool, and you can use it for good. Like, you could definitely use it to, you know, but, you know, you can't just claim it as your own art. If you want to do a rainbow unicorn and galaxy background, make it your damn self. Or you could just admire it and make it your home background with an AI. Like I do with a Rainbow Galaxy home background. I have an actual Rainbow Galaxy background that I made, and I should probably change it, but like... See, the problem with, it took me a while to figure out how to actually make a good Rainbow Galaxy background myself, so that's why AI generated it first. Well, you know. Am I proud of it? Not necessarily. Like, it's not the thing I'm the most proud of, but like, it's something, right? Because I didn't make it, I just generated it. Oh, I really did that so that it wasn't copyrighted. Because I'm like, well, yeah, see, my thought process was, well, the AI images aren't copyrighted, so if I wanted to have a background that can't get taken down for, then I'll just make an AI one. Or not make it, generate an AI one. I feel like games takes me down for playing maps that obviously violate their rules. Oh well. Rainbow Island will just live on its own without any more outside influence somewhere canonically. But yeah, that's like my opinion on AI. It's like, it's a tool, not something to use. It's like this. It's like here's another analogy, right? You can obviously use the same thing with writing stuff. Like, you can obviously generate an entire ass story with, you know, a good enough AI generator, or splice it like individual chapters or something. But like, you know, if your writer's block, like, it could be good to like, or if you have art block, you could just ask it to generate an idea based on certain things, and it'll give you one, and then, you know, you can just make a drawing based on the thing that it gives. And, you know, that's like good because, you know, yeah, but it's not, you're not like stealing the words, it's words generated, and you're just making an image out of it, and, you know, they're not copywritten words most of the time, but like, you know. And then what about copyright? Trademarks, a bunch of other things. Like, what about Nintendo? The infamous Nintendo, the one that took down the Joy-Con NFTs that everyone jokingly, or everyone actually said the one is like a rare W Nintendo takedown, when in reality, in their eyes, it was the same ass takedown for everything else, because it's to protect IP. Which is why that's why Disney, you know why they do that? I can tell you why they do it. Because if you don't protect something hard enough, then in some places you can lose the copyright. Like, if you can't protect a trademark hard enough, you actually lose the trademark. That's how it works. It's like if someone just uses something in a bad way, and it spreads, and there's nothing done to stop it, that's how a lot of trademarks get lost. That's how a lot of older branded, that's how escalators got to be non-trademarked. Literally, everyone on the planet calls them Band-Aid, or at least here, like, everyone calls them, oh, they're Band-Aids, but no, they're really just bandages. Like, legally, you can't call them Band-Aids. Only the company that makes them can call them Band-Aids. No matter what brand it is, everyone's gonna just call them that. Even if you buy the generic adhesive bandage, everyone's just like, oh, it's a Band-Aid. Like, that's everyone. Like, you know, it's like that kind of thing. I know. Probably everyone already knew what that is. But, like, that's not the point I'm trying to get at. The point I'm trying to get at is, like, what about protecting rights? And, you know, the lack of being able to publish on a big platform without, like, having an option to not have your art used by AI. You know, because maybe, yeah, there'll definitely be people out there who actually don't mind their art being. That's why there's this thing called public domain art. That's why CC exists in the first place, is that there's people, it's like the whole, like, open source, like, people who like their things to be open source versus those who don't. You know? Like, for coders. For, like, games and stuff. Or, like, software, you know? Like, a lot of, like, you know, like, people trust open source software because, you know, because they can do whatever the hell they want with it. Pretty much, as long as they're following the license, they can do whatever the hell they want with the source and make their own fork or something. You know, they do it all the time, and that's why people trust them, because those companies are never for profit. And even when, like, sometimes they do have to switch models, then sometimes it's, even then they at least say, hey, you know, you could still use the old version like this. But sometimes they do it, but then even then, it's usually never big companies that do it. Or rarely it is. I mean, Chromium's open source, but like... It's like the Chrome browser engine for people who are unenlightened, but like... The point I actually want to get across is this. Like, Fortnite, or not for Fortnite, but like, you know, for anything really, you know, it's not just, you know, there's always more than one side to anything. Like, it's not just, oh, look at XYZ cool thing, you know? You know, it's always like, AI isn't just, oh, it's this, there's always this gray area where, like, you know, if you're using it for assets based on properly, but yeah, if you're using a big one that, like, Meta's AI, yeah, that's immoral, even if, oh, they give them permission, technically, but, like, even then, like, this means that Fortnite is basically giving permission for Meta AI to say, hey, you can take our image. Like, that's wrong, in my opinion, to just force anyone to use a big platform to... You know, that's just a big privacy concern, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if within the next next year or two, the European Union tries to crack down on, like, that kind of thing. Or at least try to label it as, like, you have to, like, you know, because it's wrong for, like, a big company to try to use people's protected works, and because even, like, without, like, an option, because otherwise, oh, it's in the EULA, because most of the time, it's like, oh, it's in the license agreement, and that's usually the, you know, you can't sue them, because it's like, oh, you use it, you're in the license agreement, and then they just drop the case. That's usually how it works, and that should, and I'm sure in the EU, they're probably not happy with that, maybe, but, like, oh, I mean, I'm sure at some point they'll be like, you know, if you want, like, you know, you can't just, like, people should never be forced to use a product and not have an option, especially for big stuff. But there should be laws regarding big corporations, and, you know, because I'm all for AI in some cases, but even then, like, it'll replace real artists, and if AI gets too good, then there'll be, like, a lot of defamation. In some cases, it'll be just for, and then, you know, there'll be a lot of, like, hyper-realistic images. Like, what if someone makes, I don't know, like, what if someone does it to make it, like, what if someone figures out, like, it's scary, like, it's not scary, but, like, you gotta, like, it's too much, and, like, AI is just a thing. Honestly, like, I know it's not the most liked thing, and I know I'm probably on the unpopular opinion for even saying it's okay in the first place. But the more I think about it, the more I kind of am against it, in a way. Just, if you don't know whether it's moral, don't use it. Teach yourself digital art. You don't need a course or college degree to get good at it. You just need some time and effort, and you'll be good at it eventually. And you'll say, oh, it takes too much time. That's kind of the point. Like, hello? Like, it's not supposed to be easy to pick up digital art. Nothing is supposed to be easy to pick up. Like, AI is easy to pick up because you're not fucking making the art. It's like, oh yeah, commission's easy because I'm paying some other person to make the art. Yeah, sure. And also, People are just doing it to lazily shortcut it. And even then, like a half-ass shortcut, that's stealing. You know, that's like stealing copyrighted stuff, but splicing it heavily and stitching it back together just because I'm too lazy to make it myself. You know, that's like a whole thing with like sampling in music too. You know, where in some cases it's like okay. Generally it is, but like, you know, like, you know, and then you have people like Weird Al that legally don't have to ask for permission to make the parodies that he does, but he does anyway because it's out of pure respect of the original artist, which is a good thing to do. It's actually, you know, he's a good guy for that. And those people are the ones that deserve to live on forever. Like, how many times are you gonna be like, oh, it's a good person? Like, no. And, you know, like, and then now let's get on like another topic of the whole AI debacle and how smaller artists like and copyright. And then let's talk about Fortnite concepts with AI. And this is where it's gonna get controversial. Yeah. Ready? Okay, so, hear me out. Like, Fortnite is a game, right? Like, they're into this whole metaverse, but Epic, like, a lot of companies always try to do it so that, like, oh, we own your island. Which is basically so that they can't go like, oh, you... Basically so that Epic can use your island without having to get sued for promoting it. Which is, in a way, okay, actually, which, as stupid as it sounds, yes, that is a fine thing to do. The reason for it is because a lot of companies will do that in their license agreement, just so that your content about their game can be published easily. And also, that's how Epic Games can make their concepts and not have to attribute. They generally do attribute creators, but never in the shop, which I think they should attribute them in the shop. It just feels like the right thing to do. Actually, there's a lot of things they need to change up. Like, they need to, like, start making it obvious. Because they're gonna be like, oh, everyone knows what this is from. Not everyone knows what everything's from. Can they, like, please start adding, like, originally from? Or, like, you know, if it's, like, a collab. That's, like, another problem that I have. But, like, you know, because I hate going, like, it's the guy from Fortnite, and then I don't actually... Because I used to sometimes, with, like, Janky and, like, Ash Williams, I legit thought they were the guys from Fortnite. Like, I had no idea that they were... I legit, at first, I thought they were the guys from Fortnite, and... You know, it sounds like a stupid thing that I said, oh, they're the Fortnite characters. But, like... But, you know, thinking that they're Fortnite characters, you know... But they're, like, not from Fortnite, they're from, like, you know, the Janky, or... You know, or... Did I say Janky? I meant Gugimon, or Gujamon, or whoever, I don't care. But, like... You know, there's a lot of things. You know, like I generally know when, like, oh, yeah, Marvel and DC is easy because they have their own series. Real people are easy because they get their Icon series, but, like... Except sometimes they don't, like John Cena. Why? Should be an Icon series. Maybe it's WWE more than Icon, but, like, it should be Icon because it's based on a real person, not based on an intellectual property. Meaning he's a real person, but that's beside the point. And based on the real person as a real person, not necessarily based on them, like, as, like, Nathan Drake, or... You know what I meant, not like... Not like literally, like it's Tom Holland, who admits that he does kind of find the okay, that one was just stupid. But like, am I seriously playing with like a person that's like 13 or like 11 years old in this game? Lol. Okay, but like, in all actual seriousness, it's honestly just, but like, it's the thing. You know, these Fortnite things is just. Like, the Metaverse is just big, and that's kind of the point of it. But like, you know, I always look at it like this. The whole Apple monopoly. I get that they could technically view it as, oh, everyone's choice. They could choose to use X. Yeah, sure. But like, when it's such a big market that, oh, everyone uses it as a marketing tool. Like, everyone uses the same social media. There's only like 3 big consoles. And like, Windows is basically the biggest PC, as many people don't like it. It just so happens that unfortunately it's the one that has the most support for things, so that's why I use it, because it has the best support for stuff, so. That's literally why. It's not because OMG, but like, it's because like it has the #1 support, and you know, it supports Fortnite and you know, stuff that I like. And I don't like Mac's walled garden, and I don't like Apple's walled garden, which is another thing I don't like. But you know, like, yeah, Windows is a proprietary software, but. Sure, but like, a lot of things aren't. And also, some things are heavily, also, I feel like this map is just a repeat of some things, but it's fine. I'm halfway done it, so. You know what they say, never back up, never let down, or, no. It's never back down, never give up. I was like, wait, never, it's like, never let down. I'm like, wait, I'm not trying to rickroll. Nah. But like, you know, like, AI art is just, or, sorry, AI images. I always try to avoid saying AI art because I don't believe it's real art. Okay, well, actually, kind of. See, it's like this. Like, a lot of things count as an art form, but, like, at the same time, it's not like someone actually made it. But, like, in technicality, like, it's just is a taping a banana to a wall art? In a sense, yes, but is it, like, really, like, art? Maybe. Is it like good art? No. Just someone taped it, but it just inherently. I mean, for crying out loud, Supreme is just a white t-shirt with a logo slapped onto it. And it's expensive as shit. But people buy it anyways. So who am I to judge, you know? And I thought people like to shortcut things. I guarantee you half the people that like AI art also like NFTs. It does bring me back to the whole NFT argument. Actually, speaking of NFTs, they're kind of irrelevant. No, the funny thing about NFTs is that at least the NFT threads people are not annoying. Like, they actually had good points when the platform started out. Like, those NFT bros, I joked, I'm like, OMG, for once, the crypto bros actually are talking about things other than crypto and actually have decent conversations about things, like humans do. But like, you know, so they say it's a pyramid scheme. Oh yeah, the digital trading cards from Donald Trump. Don't get me started on those. Nah, I don't even want to get into it. Not because I don't want to get political, and yeah, I understand that, you know, trans rights isn't politics, or, no, it's not. It's just human rights that should be existent, but the point is that, you know, is like, things should be priced the way that, like, unfortunately, nothing will ever, like, hear me out. And, like, I don't want to say something really weird, but, like, here's the problem with anything. Artists struggle to survive. If you're a popular streamer, you can sell damn near anything that you own, and you can get $1 million off of it. Easily. Like, you could just, like, spit in a cup and then sell it, and then people will buy it. Like, I kid you not. Like, if you're big enough, like, specifically female streamer, or sometimes, actually, maybe, like, I would say but, like, the bigger market is cis women, but, like, and I'm not transphobic, I'm not by any means. I mean, I'm trans myself, but, you know, it's just, you know, I'm trans fan, but, like, you know, it's really difficult to be, like, you know, like, the artists that struggle to survive, or, like, you know, or me, who just streams for fun and doesn't really get much out of it other than talking about shit over playing Fortnite maps. But that's what I enjoy doing. I like these kinds of, like, deep, in-depth thoughts and opinions about stuff like AI and, you know, and it's the same thing with NFTs. Oh, look, it's this image of a JPEG, and then everyone's like, oh, it has value. It's like baseball cards in a way. Actually, it's exactly like baseball, in a sense. Except it's like the one Pokemon, like Spinda. It's like, it's like this. Imagine it was like a Spinda card, but they were all different. So like every single Spinda card in the world wasn't the same one. Like the actual Pokemon isn't always the same one. Hear me out, right? And because of that, and then say there's like one that ends up being a phallic shape. That one suddenly gains a lot more value because of it. Because people want it. And then they buy it. Even though it's literally just a card that costs like $10 to produce, like less than 5 cents to produce, probably, you know. It just gets value because it's something that people want, and oh, it holds value. Except, unlike the real stuff that you could hold onto that card, throw it in a vault, and it'll stay there until it gets destroyed. You could, like, hide it in, like, a vault, like, deep underground that, like, might take millions or billions of years to decompose. The internet could just, like, I don't know, like, something could, like, I don't know, could wipe out all the data storage on the entire Earth. That would be pretty hard to do, but if it happened, like, if somehow every single data storage on this planet got, like, destroyed, then every last thing, including blockchains, all your accounts, every device, every game, everything that is on the digital realm disappears, including your art, and everything just disappears, and that's the unfortunate side of digital. And I'm not saying, oh, digital art's invalid because it disappears. No, it's not. In fact, I love digital art. I do it. Physical art is, you know, it's a different form. It's just different art forms that humans make. Like, music is an art form. Like, if you're bad at drawing, but you really like, but are great at music composition, then you count as an artist. Because you have talent if you do that. You know, it's human talent. It goes into the music. It's an art form. If you're a writer, that's kind of, I don't know if that counts as an art form, but I do, because, you know, storytelling's an art form, in my opinion, just with words instead of, you know, or even if it's just abstract, that's still an art form. Even if it's literally just the most random abstract art that took you like 5 minutes to make, that's still better art than than AI, because at least you made it. Just don't try to sell it for an absurd amount of money and expect people to actually buy it. Unless if you're like a big streamer, then still don't do it. But like, I mean, sometimes like that one drawing for 2024, that took me like what, like less than 10 minutes to make. Because, and it wasn't meant to be a big piece either. It was literally just meant, I was like, oh, I don't have anything else. I needed an art in the first week of the year, because, oh, I needed to compete with a tradition. Kind of. The tradition that it was accidentally made, but, you know. But not everything of mine has to be high effort. Like, some things are, some things aren't. And if it takes you, and it doesn't mean, like, sometimes, like, the Rainbow Galaxy things take me, like, really fast, and that's fine. Because I use brushes and tools that make, like, the shapes that I need really quickly. But I'm still doing the work of, like, mixing it. Yeah, sure. It's like, oh, it's doing it for me. No, it's not. It's just the brush shapes that happen to end up like that. And it's just not the most difficult thing to do. Like, there are things like character designs that, yeah, they are harder, but, you know, you get used to it over time. Like, at the beginning, it'll seem really daunting. Then you'll, like, figure out how, like, you know, whatever the way most efficiently works for you. Maybe you really like having a lot of outlines. Maybe you literally don't like outlines at all, and you just sort of wing it. This map is the laziest shit ever, because I've seen the same level repeated at least 4 times. But I don't care. I'm still playing it through to the end, because I don't quit. Wait. What the fuck? I was building up speed for 12 hours. If you get the reference, you're a real one. But actually, though, like, look at it this way. Oh, well, that makes it easier, doesn't it? It's not like, OMG, I'm a bad person for doing this thing. Like, you're not a bad person if you support... Okay, like, you gotta understand it, like, from this perspective. What if, like, Epic Games stopped using their real concept artists and every future concept was AI? Say, like, they're like, oh, we need, like, I don't know, a ghost girl skin that's, like, based on ice or something. Then they generate it, and then they use that, and then they... Even then, it's still kind of okay, because they model it after it. They don't just press AI model generator, poof, here comes the ice ghost girl. If someone makes them make an ice ghost girl Fortnite concept, by all means, please do. And then tag me on threads. Tag Rainbow Galaxy AE on threads. And I will definitely look at it. I will repost it because I think it, you know, like, I mean, like the repost button, not like not the actually, like, take the image and repost it, you know what I mean? Like, it's basically like a retweet, but Threads edition. Just to be clear, because I know people say don't repost art. Yeah, I don't. I generally don't. In fact, I usually don't. But yeah, it's like, you support, like, you want to support independent small creators that, you know, it's just a thing that is, like, amazing. For artists that are just good, you know, like, there's thousands of them, and, you know, and if you're saying, oh, well, this one won't do this, just because your favorite artist, maybe, like, and yeah, like, everyone has different prices, and if you think, oh, they're too expensive, not everyone, some people do have, like, $10, $20 commissions for, like, things, some have hundreds, but sometimes they, even if, like, but everyone is just different, and people, like, you know, because some people just need more, or if it's a side thing for someone, then maybe, or... Mr. Beast. No, seriously, this is Mr. Beast colors. I'd make a trench duck. Not like the, how funny attack helicopter. It's not really that funny, but like, this is just Mr. Beast colors. Or trans color. You know what? Both. Okay, joke aside, yeah. And then AI, it's not art. You didn't make it. Chiseling is a form of art. Turning NFL logos into other things is a form of art that is transformative, so it could potentially be considered legal. It is, because it's transformative of the original work. Like, there's, oh, that's the retro logos, but it's like someone like, or it's like based on the originals. You know, as long as they're not claiming, oh, we are NFL. And sometimes it's just for personal use. Besides, people make art on copyrighted work all the time. Just don't actually try to sell stuff based on it. You know? Yeah, sometimes people say, oh, I want to bring my concept to life. Make it your damn self. if you want to use AI to make an idea for it, sure, go ahead. Sometimes I need to, like, use an AI to come up with ideas for things I want to do. Or it's like jumping off points, but not necessarily. I usually don't do it for art and stuff. Maybe, like, I don't even know, but, like, sometimes it just gets an idea into my head, you know? And that's kind of okay, because you're not using it. It's like, oh, if I look at a reference for a summer sky, oh, am I stealing this person's art? Oh, I'm stealing this Fortnite photographer's art, or, like, the person who made the skin. No, I'm just... Okay, well, that's a copyrighted skin, but, like every skin in the game is, but, like... You know... Legally, even Fortnite music. Even if people don't call it copyrighted, it still legally is. Like, don't use it as a center of your product, because Epic will take it and probably delete your... They'll probably delete your creator account if you do actually try to use it. Outside of, like, Fortnite. Epic seems to be moderately loose on, like, their own, like, content for, like, whether you can, like, just take it from the files and use it. Not sure how loose that is, as long as it's not a collab. Like, the Electro Swing on my map got taken down, but, like, but that was only, like, after an update, and maybe it was because the file name was similar to the original in the game files or something, I don't know. They do need to update the in-game radio device, maybe to include more packs that are, like... But, like, you know... Just to give people more options. That thing hasn't been updated in ages. But, like, the problem is, you know... Like... People have used AI for Fortnite thumbnails. And, actually, let's talk about that for a minute. Like, how far is too far when it comes to AI? Like, is Fortnite thumbnails okay for, like, map? The answer is maybe. Okay, I am really bad at this. But, like, it's a thing, you know? It's a game. Fortnite is just a game. At the end of the day, it literally is just a game. You know? But... Okay, well that too. Or it's a platform if you ask Tim Sweeney, probably. But like, that's not the point I'm trying to get at. The point I'm trying to get at here is that, you know, is it like, is the main part of the map the thumbnail? No, it's not. That's just promotional. Okay, I mean, is the drawing tablet company that used the AI, which, it's like Wacom or something? I don't know. Forget the name. I probably heavily mispronounced it, but... Whatever it is, the one that used, like, the AI dragon, like, those artists should know. You artists should exactly know what I'm talking about, but, like, you know. So, like, that, okay, like, that is something unexcusable. Like, even if it's all just promotional, like, it's a fucking drawing tablet ad, for crying out loud. Like, it's just, like... Yeah, let's sell a drawing tablet with like AI art. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. Like, if you want to sell like a AI art generator with that, sure, go ahead, because then that actually makes sense. But like, come on, like a fucking drawing tablet with AI art, like, it's like really, like really. Really? I get promotional art can sometimes be okay, like it's a Fortnite map. Even if it's like you use it for like assets and then you put it onto like a screenshot. Not that Fortnite thumbnails a pretty low bar. Like, for crying out loud, people just put that one image of like the what's it called? Spitfire. You know, the one where his head is really close. Some people, I think they call it the Jamal meme or something. Like, they call it that. You know, that's like a thing. But, you know, it's just, you know, But like, yeah, if it's obviously drawing software, never use it. I don't even care if it isn't even if it is legally rights. It's just, if you're gonna sell like anything drawing related, that's like if some guy made art commissions like OMG and then that's just AI. Okay, well maybe it's not the same as that, but that would be even stupider, because it's like, yeah, here's my art commissions, just fucking AI. Yeah, like pay another guy to do AI. I'll tell you this, don't ever do that. Like, and if you get scammed by someone and can't get your money back, call out the person. And make sure other people don't commission the same artist. Instead of trying to, you know, even if you're down money, it's, instead of just being personally pissed, you can, but like, you know, just try to help others not make the same mistake. And that's the thing that I like to say. Now, for like, I don't know, Fortnite, or, you know, like Epic Games. I think they, like, Epic Games said they would never do NFTs, but they allow it on their store. Which some people may not like, but digital ownership. Actually, this kind of has to do with NFTs, and a little bit with NFTs, and a little bit with AI. Mostly NFTs though, but and I don't know why I'm going on this, but like, it's because AI is somewhat connected to them. Not necessarily, but like, in a way, because like, it's about ownership, and digital ownership is a thing that is, nothing is truly yours. Unless if you, nothing in this world is ever truly anyone's. I mean, you didn't make like, you didn't manufacture, like, you didn't manufacture your own device, you didn't manufacture everything. Everything at some point down the line isn't owned by you. Oh, this card you own? Nah, not made by you. Even like, the paper, oh, you make something yourself? Nah, the paper's owned by someone. Jokes, obvious jokes aside though, like, you know, that was just a side thing that I came up with because I thought it was funny. Oh, that tree outside that you cut down and then turned into paper? Nah, the press you used. Oh, you turned everything? Nah, someone else had the idea for turning trees into paper. It's not original. Nothing's original. Nothing is ever original. No anime is original because it's all the same art style. Most of the time. Okay, but actually, okay. Now I'm just making stupid jokes, but like, congratulations, for that. It's funny, maybe, but what I mean by that is, like, you have to think about, you know, it's more than just Fortnite is, you know, like NFTs, like, you know, people say, oh, you don't own NFTs, and NFTs are just a scam, which they are, like, it could shut down tomorrow, like, the entirety of like, NFTs, like, every blockchain, even then, if they're like, oh, it's federated or something, like, there's, like, some big ones, and then that's about it. Like, technically, but, like, you can make your, like, you know, but then, like, oh, it's, like, mostly owned by, like, OpenSea, and then a few other providers. Like, remember when, like, the Stone Toss incident, you know, that, like, really horrible creator, beyond horrible, that, you know, that are, yes, the comics are unironically funny in an ironic sense, but not, I don't actually support the points of them. And half the time it's, oh, funny, Amogus, but like, I actually don't care about the creator, because they're like right-winged, and yes. Do I like those, like, political comics, like, that made by people that actually, like, make fun of the right side? Oh yeah, I love those. Cause it's like all those, like, cause there's like a lot of political like, you know, comics or something. Like, what do they call them? You know. You know, those like where it's like makes fun of the left side, but nah. The ones where it makes fun of like the right side, or the best ones are the ones that make fun of the right side making fun of the left side. So basically it just shows how stupid their arguments are, but it makes it look like obviously out of proportion to the point where, you know, it's meant to promote the left side by showing how stupid the right side is. That's kind of the point. Or like how, you know, that's how a lot of like political comics work. But you know, that's the thing. Like, that is the truth right there and then. Like, you know, but that was like, you know, but that's actually not the point. The point was actually about his, Stone Toss's, like, the NFTs that he made. But that got taken down by OpenSea, like, almost, like, either immediately or, like, a day or two after. So all the people who bought it kind of just lost them. And then he had to host them somewhere else. I don't know if, like, so I think either everyone lost them. So basically people paid and then, oh, well, they didn't keep the thing. And it's just a picture. So, like, it doesn't even matter that much. Like, you know, that's like digital ownership is not guaranteed. Like even if you in fact, nothing is yours. Public domain. No matter how hard you copyright something, 100 years from, or like 95 years from now, if copyright laws don't change, you're gonna lose your rights to your art, like, that you make. Even if you copyright it as soon as it's made. Or, actually, even if you don't. Even if you wait so that it stays longer. Even if you're in a country or something that gives it automatic. It depends on the country's laws, but in 120 years after creation, it goes public domain no matter what. So, like, even if, like, you know... Yes, long after you're probably... Unless you can make some, you know... But, like, that's how copyright works, you know? It's something you make. And then, oh, like, even if you're a small artist, sorry, it's gonna go. Probably, though, they probably don't... I mean, they probably do care, but, like, it's such a long period of time, though, that maybe people hate it for, like, Disney's side. But it does kind of, in a way, mean, oh, yeah, the small artist, yeah, you make something, yeah, it'll be public domain. The proper thing to do, though, set it so that all your things go public domain after you die. Why? I'll explain. If you like the open source stuff but want to protect the work, that's exactly what you should do. Basically, meaning you give your work to the public once you're no longer there. Because it's like, well, you can't do anything about it. So it's like, well, you know, then someone else can take on, and then there you go. That's like the morally correct thing to do, in my opinion. Or you could just set it, or you can make your own license and make it shorter. So you say, hey, you know, I protect this for 5 years after it. Do whatever the fuck you want. Or something, I don't know. You know, no one's stopping you from trying to make your own work on doing whatever the hell you want with this stuff, you know? You just cannot try to enforce it for longer than 95 years, but... Or 120, but like... The oldest person, you know, that's beside the point. But yeah, digital ownership is never guaranteed. But the NFTs aren't even yours, because the NFTs are owned by the people. They say, oh, you own the NFTs. Do you, like, what? You own the copyright to it? Can you just, like, make a mug? Can you make it a commercial out of it? Like, you make a commercial with the can you legally use the Donald Trump card you bought as, like, an advertisement? No, because you don't legally own the copyright to it for that. And also partially... And I don't even know if it's, like, in that gray area where, you know, even if a public person can't really be copyrighted or even trademark, you know, at least if they go by their actual name or something. Well, even then, like, you can't, like, take down a person whose first name is Mickey and their last name is Mouse. Like, if, like, a person was, like, named Mickey Mouse before it was created, You can't copy. Disney can't take down the person. It's just a name. Of course, it might be harder to make a copyright work based off of them. But as long as, like, you explicitly state that this is not based off of it and it's actually completely separate, yeah, you could probably get away with it. Because, you know, it's clear that it's not associated and it's just coincidence that it's named. I mean, for crying out loud, Cleveland Brown from Family Guy is named after the football team. So, go figure. Doesn't, you know. I'm not saying that you should name your child Philadelphia Eagle. Please don't. Actually, what the I mean, if Dallas is a name, oh jeez. I feel incredibly sorry for anyone whose first name is Dallas and last name is Cowboy, because damn it. Just don't go to Philly then. But like, I swear Philly is a name somewhere. Oh, like, like, now imagine being a person named Philadelphia. Is that even a real thing? I feel like it is a name that someone has had, but like, I know a lot of things are named after people, like, you know. You know. Heh. Damn. Why do I go on so many tangents? No, just have a kid with the last name Bull, first name Super. And then take him to court. Don't. NFL will be like, nah, some person's last name Churphy, first name Lombardi. Have fun with that one. Alright, I'll stop on that tangent. But like, yeah, you can't, like, the digital ownership of the NFTs, like, you don't even truly own them. It's just, oh yeah, it's this little digital token of a JPEG, or PNG, or video, or MP4, or I don't care. Anything. Or some metaverse world that is pre-made or something. Or just your own block that you can own and... Oh look, you want the ones plot next to your own best friend. OMG, cool. I don't care. But you're paying a bunch of price for basically nothing. It's like, oh look, a cool image. If you want a cool image, make it your damn self. If you want a cool ape avatar, make it yourself. If you want to make your own art in the style of the NFTs, I have done that myself before. I've actually on several occasions made art of other characters based on the style of those CryptoPunk NFTs. In Minecraft. And on actual pixel art, but in Minecraft too. I did quite a few. There's a whole explanation behind why I did them, but... You know... Yes. But, you know, that's, like, fair, because it's a style, and, you know, it's original. You know, it's the CryptoPunks. They're shit, but that's why I did it. They're NFTs, you know? I like the... You know, it was, like, meant to be a parody, and it's supposed to be funny. That was the point of it. It was like, oh, look, it's the funny CryptoPunk. I love using the NFTs as a base. But you know, if you want to make your own cool, you don't need to buy those, you know, the Bored Ape. Oh yeah, then that show made, oh yeah, then that terrible show made out of them. Look, I say the word fuck a lot, but damn it, I think they've said it even more than I have in, like, you know, in the Red Ape family or something. You know, the whole NFT, like, why is that a show? Like, it's so stupid. Why did that have to exist? A show based on the NFTs, like, look, you could do it in a way, like, at least try to be funny. Though, I've heard someone once say that it's legitimately better than the Velma show, and to be fair, it's probably at least more morally correct than the Velma show, because, holy shit, the Velma show has its own problems with potentially, it's a racial thing partially, not that, but, like, with human actors with, like, different colors, that's one thing, because it's people, but, like, if it's an animation, come on. You really have to race swap the animation? No, you shouldn't. Like, oh, it's a reboot of the show. No, one, the show should have never existed. It's the equivalent of, like, all those horror films based on, like... It's like, it's something that shouldn't exist. Actually, no, at least those horror films are better, because at least they're closer to the original properties that are public domain, versus, like, Velma show, which is just... I've never watched it, and I never will, but... If someone actually liked it, I feel legitimately sorry for you. Because there are moments that some people questionably say is... sexualizing children. Not sure how true that is. I say questionably because... as I said, like, I'm no expert, and I don't want to be, you know, have like 100 people say, oh, I overstated what it meant, and OMG, no. But, like, you know, when it came out, I'm like, damn, this shit sucked, you know. It's like, what the hell? It's so, like, bad. Beyond bad. Like... and then they even renewed it. It's like, you know what? And it's so bad that they're like, oh, we got the most watch. It's like if you said that, like... That's like if you're like, oh, this is like the most voted Minecraft mob vote. That happened. And everyone's like, nah. Everyone still hates it. That's like Eagles fans at every Super Bowl other than 52. No, seriously. And also Eagles fans during the entirety of December. Other than, like, Christmas Day. That was, like, their only win that whole month. How the hell does a 10-1 team go to, like, 11-6 like that? Sucks. Could have had the potential to be a really high score and could have been... well, whatever. I don't care. I don't even know if there'll ever be another team with a perfect season, even another 16-1. I don't even know if that's, or like, you know, just having one loss a whole season, or... Oh, actually, I mean, there have been perfect regular seasons, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that one Patriots season where they won everything up until, and then they lost the Super Bowl, so all those shirts that said undefeated went to, like, the charity in Africa that all the Super Bowl losers and like all like the shirts that can't use because they pre-produce them, you know, for the ads and stuff, so that, you know, as soon as the game ends they can like go like, oh, NFC championships, get your merch. You know, they just do that so that people buy it, and you know, the shirts that they produce have to go somewhere. So speaking of Super Bowl, I am convinced that the Gatorade every year is just the same regardless of what team. So like, it's like a pre-pick, they don't like get 2 vats of it, they just pick 1 and then they just use it on the winning team. And sometimes they don't even do it at all, but like, I don't know, that's beside the point. That is way beside the point. Now, what is not beside the point, though, is... you know what? Maybe I'm getting off the AI NFT tangent. I was going on that too long anyway, but... sure. I'll go on an Eagles fan tangent because I hate Eagles fans. Not saying that I'm like, oh no, I'm not like... I honestly call myself unaffiliated, so like I'm honestly don't really affiliate myself with one particular team. I like several different teams to an extent, like I like keep track of them, but I don't necessarily go like, I'm not like, OMG, look, it's the guy from Fortnite, or like, I'm not like, OMG, boo-hoo, the Eagles lost, I'm so sad. No. I mean, sure, there's like teams I prefer, like honestly, it's always like certain teams, like, you know, like, but I'm not gonna be like, OMG, I'm so sad the Eagles lost to the, you know, I'm not like, OMG, I'm so sad that the Cowboys clinched the NFC East. You know, I'm not like that kind of person. Or like, you know, I just don't like Philly sports fans. Philly sports fans are problematic. Most of them are. Not all of them, but some of them, oh my god. They're annoying as hell. Because, oh, the other team gets injured, you have the team cheering. Probably. Oh, if some, like, I guarantee you, if some, like, I guarantee you, if the Eagles and the Cowboys are playing, and then some, like, player, I'm saying that this happened, but if, like, some Cowboys, like, died on the field, I'm sure every Eagles fans would be cheering. Because Eagles fans are the, maybe, or maybe not all of them. Hopefully not, because if, like, some guy just died right there on the field, everyone would be like, yes! But, like, they shouldn't, because it's fucked up. And then, you know, there'd be people who's like, OMG, this person died on the field, and then everyone's like, Eagles fans like, yes! It's the most, and if it's like, especially if it's like a big player, like, oh, not saying that. I'm not wishing death on anyone, it's just examples, but like, you know, I'm just saying that, like, it's just, oh, that, like, Eagles fans, and, you know, they're always, like, too big on their, like, own team. Like, I understand that it is, you know, that Eagles fans are loyal as hell, you know, to their own team, and that the joke is that Eagles fans like two teams, Eagles and anyone who plays Dallas. That's the whole, like, thing with them, but, like, meaning every 4 years they like 30 teams, but, you know, or 31 teams. I sometimes now make the joke that Eagles support, that every 4 years Eagles support 31 teams. That was surprisingly long fall. But like every 4 years. Or like, you know, every 4 years. It's like, oh, the Eagles fans, like, make their... Or like, you know, the Eagles fans fall, or... I'll probably end stream after this, Matt. Why? Because it took me nearly 2 hours. Or a half. I don't really care. But like, that's the problem, is that it's... not that it's Fortnite, but like, you know, that it's NFTs and stuff. Not that it's NFTs, but like, you know, I just don't like the Philly sports fans. I just really don't like how toxic they are. Like, I understand that people can have frustration, but like, what the hell is like wrong with, like, you know, people are like, ew, Braves, ew, Mets, you know? Yes, I know they're baseball teams, but like, it goes to all Philly sports, not just football. Like, if, hypothetically, Dallas won the Super Bowl, Eagles fans would be breaking every TV in sight, and probably be bringing coolers filled with snowballs to Dallas and tossing them at fans or something. Because Eagles fans are weird and they do like to do weird shit. And they just be upset that they got... But hey, they should just be glad they clinched the home couch advantage. Seriously, when I saw that joke for the first time yesterday with the home couch advantage, I just, like, died in laughter. like, as I say, I die in the laughter, like, the weirdest shit. But yeah, like, that's, like, my problem. And I'm not, like, and look, I'm not the kind of person to think, OMG, the Cowboys refs are amazing. How am like, biased refs are shit, but, like, you can't just discount a whole team's efforts over one player. Like, you can't just say, oh, the Chiefs, like, with the Super Bowl. The field was, like, slippery. Like, it could have won either way anyways, and, like, you know, and sometimes it is the team make legitimate mistakes. And we all know, like, those Fortnite people who 1v1, they're like, OMG, no, I wasn't ready, or OMG, I'm on, like, you know, oh, I forgot to make my mouse DPI right, or some other shit that people will throw as an excuse. Oh, my game hasn't compiled shader, or whatever excuse that people throw. Oh, I forgot to turn my settings on. Oh, I forgot X, Y, and Z. And that is my problem with a lot of things. People just love to make excuses. And sure, like, is it crazy that the Lions made the playoffs? Yeah. And admittedly, Philly sports fans would probably be okay seeing them. Some of them. The problem isn't that. Is that they become toxic when it's actually, let's call it the Diamondbacks problem, because that's literally what it is, right? So, like, you know, World Series 2020, or, like, playoffs 2023, anyone knows, oh yeah, it's the, you know, it was like, you know, the championship between the Phillies and the Braves. Or, not the Braves, no, we beat them, but, like, you know, but, you know, it's like the Diamondbacks, which no one expected to get that far. That's like if, like, this year's Super Bowl ended up being, like, I don't know, the Packers and, like, the Steelers, or some random shit that or, like, the Texans or something. Which would be crazy if that happened. What, do you know how insane that would be? For the Texans to make the Super Bowl? Oh, but, like, not that I necessarily care about them, but them. It would be crazy to see them in the Super Bowl. But, like, but no. If you ask me, like, yeah, but, like, if you ask me what teams I typically, like, look at or, like, follow stats of, there's always, like, certain teams. So, like, there's always, like, teams, like, so there's always, like, of course, the Eagles, because, you know, because, like, you know, I'm, like, near Philly, so obviously, you know, of course, you know, it's gonna be obviously, but also, you know, I am also a kind of person who likes to look at the other side of things, so obviously I also follow Cowboy stats because, well, you know, why? Because Phillies hate them, or Eagles hate them, and I like to, you know, look at, like, the other side of things, like, you know, I always like to look at from other perspectives, not, like, with everything in life, but at least with, like, things that are not, like, based in, like, you know, human rights. You know, I can actually, like, look at both sides of an opinion, like, or at least if it's something that is not, like, actually hurting anyone, like the Cowboys. It's my opinion, you know. Yes, I know. Every Philly person, as soon as I said, oh, I actually don't hate the Cowboys, they'd probably, like, throw me out the window because, well, that's Philly sports fans, but, you know, I don't want to get thrown out the window. Please don't. I don't deserve it. Do I? Maybe. JK. But, you know, oh, I might actually get, like, level 159 today. But, you know, it's Epic Games, and it's their game, you know? Well, it's not that. Well, it is their game, but, like, the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, it's just, Philly fans are too much for me. Like, they are always toxic as hell when it's Cowboys fans too to an extent, but, like, you know, but, like, also, like, you know, I think that, you know, people should just learn to respect It's called good sportsmanship, for crying out loud. You're supposed to respect the other teams when they win. Like, you can be sad all you want that your team lost. Like, you could be sad that as a that for Lions fan, like, yeah, I do also follow Lions stats, but not because, but because of, like, you know, last year they sucked ass. So, like, if Panthers somehow magically got a good offense next year, I'd probably follow their stats too, because, you know, I want to, like, see how, like, a team like them with, like, you know, after, like, a few games, once they're, like, 3-0, or, well, maybe they can be 3-0, and then there will be a meme where it's, like, 3-0, and then it's, like, 3-14. Nah, I want to see that, where it's, like, next season, they're like, oh, they're undefeated, and then, like, nope. That would be funny. But, like, no, see, like, speaking of Panthers, I see them as the inverse Eagles. Good defense, bad offense. Eagles, Eagles have good offense, bad defense. No, seriously, Eagles defense has never been their strong point, but, like, you know. It's surprising that they've even made it as far as they did. I mean, then again, is it really that hard to get above the Giants in a bad year? And also the Commanders? Probably not. But, you know, like the Lions coming up from, like, last year's, like, very bad season, you know? And actually, but not just being eligible for playoffs, but getting, like, 3rd seed. You know, will they lose the first game? Maybe. But, like, if they do, then that would be the 2nd time ever that they've won a playoff game, which would be insane for them. And then if they make it 2 playoff games, then that's even better, because they've never done that. You know, and they're like, they would be like underdogs. Like, the Rangers never won a Super Bowl, or never won a World Series, but Philly fans were supporting that side because the Diamondbacks, every Phillies fan was salty at the Diamondbacks, so a lot of them just supported the Rangers because, well, it was the other side, and, well, they beat the Astros, the team that Phillies also don't like, so they're like, well, they beat them, so they just supported that, because Philly fans always like the team that goes against the team that they hate. Like, that's just truth. It's like that's what they say. There's only 2 teams that Eagles support. Their own. It's the Eagles and whoever plays Dallas. So then I made a post on Threads and I'm like, Eagles fans, you should get a stock up on cheese for good luck because of Packers and Dallas. Because it's Packers and it's cheese. They need a cheese mascot. I mean, come on. It's literally literally one of their big things with the team. Come on, like, for real. I did it. I beat the map. I'm amazing. I touched grass. Let's go. I'm touching grass. Congratulations to myself. I am 1000 XP short. Damn it. Oh, hopefully this gives me XP. It doesn't even do anything. Yeah. Of course there's people grinding out main stage. Or actually no, sometimes whenever I see people in main stage, there's one of 2 things that I expect. People actually playing festival and people grinding out AFK. It's a quick way to get XP. I'm not liking or favoriting that map. I don't really care. but I'm like, I said I would end, but whew. This will take me like 5 seconds to do. Yes, I want to get level 159 live. Why? It doesn't matter. Just like how, like, are Eagles really Super Bowl worthy this year? No. Could they do it? Maybe. Oh. Could I see it happening? Sure, but if it happened, I wouldn't. I would question it. I mean, we could. Everyone says Niners Ravens, but honestly, I expect the unexpected after what happened in the World Series this year. So my answer is probably literally whatever the hell happens. And that's fine. I can have every Eagles fan on the planet chasing after my ass. Which I'm okay with, because I know I didn't get it before. This is why they didn't bring Skies and Stars last season. 2 seasons ago. They should bring it back then. But yeah, like, they really say, oh, Philly's gonna take down. I mean, obviously. So, like, right here, it was like, you know what, no, here's my prediction, Bills versus any team. You know, some people jokingly are like, oh, Bills Cowboys, people go, sure, I'll take it, I don't care. See the level, but then I don't know, I like hearing it. Doesn't matter. Yay. I have nothing to claim in the lobby, so yeah. Don't worry. I have my Eagles meme saved. I have my Eagles meme saved for whenever the Eagles lose. If they do. I got the Eagles couch meme. I got that saved.